So today we're reviewing blockchain games, specifically the game Etherknight. So Etherknight is brought to you by the hyperdevbox.com studio. You can visit their website if you'd like. It's just hyperdevbox.com. This is some of the games that they have. Obviously, we'll pull up games real quick. Obviously, they've got Windows games, BlackBerry games. This game here is on iOS, PC, Linux, Android. It says right there. I'm not sure about this game. So this particular game that we're talking about, none of these games are on the blockchain. We're specifically looking at their newest game, and it doesn't show it here. Let's see, it'll show up here, the advertisement. There it is, on the HDX20 token platform. This is a blockchain game. This is the one they have out. This is one that they're developing now. But so today we're going to go ahead and review the one they have out, Etherknight. They've been updating this website. They've got these little icons. I haven't noticed those before. This game, not only is this game on a blockchain, it's actually a smart contract game on the Ethereum blockchain. And you can review through the smart contract. If that's your thing and you understand that and you like reading that kind of stuff, you can review through it on the smart contract. This is a game that is very fascinating. Obviously, they are decorating for the holidays here, since we are in October right now. Obviously, by the time you come to this video, if it's another holiday, you may be seeing some different decorations. I got the sound turned off. Let's take a listen to the sound. Nice. All right, we'll turn that off for now. So let's just talk about this game a little bit. Let's look at, where's it at? Let's look at how to play. So rules and payout. So it's pretty simple. The race will start after at least one player has bought shares of any night racer. So you're buying shares into a racer. Imagine, if you bought shares into like a racehorse, if you would. You buy shares into any night racer. Then for every new item activated, a 24-hour countdown will reset. At the end of the countdown, the players on the first racer, meaning the first racer that crosses the finish line, will share the treasure, and everybody will receive their payout. In addition, when you buy shares of your favorite racer, 5% of the price will help buy HDX20 tokens, earning you Ethereum from the volume of any HDX20 powered games. Visit hdx20.io for details. I've covered the HDX20 token on my channel before, so we're not going to cover that today. But this is part of the HDX ecosystem. Please remember, at every new buy, the price of the shares is increasing a little, and so will your payout even if you're not the winner. Buying shares at the beginning of the race is highly advised. Play for the big win, play for the treasure, play for staking HDX20 tokens, or play for all at once. Your choice. We wish you good luck. Payout distribution. So this game, with each turn, you're paying in small micro amounts of Ethereum basically to play, but it adds up over time as everybody keeps playing. So because it's a multiplayer game. 60% of the winners of the race distributed proportionally to the shares. So 60% of all of the Ethereum that is used playing the game, 60% of it goes to the racers of that, to all the racers who have a share of the winning player, and we'll cover that more in a moment. 10% to the community, 5% to the developer, 25% for provisioning treasure for the future race. All right, so let's go back and talk about this. Let's go back. Join the game. Here we go. This is one of the most graphically advanced playable games on the blockchain that has a blockchain. There's a lot of games out there, but not many of them are this graphically advanced, and there's a lot of really amazing looking games that are blockchain type projects. But when you go and look at them, a lot of them are in development, or they're really buggy, they're really laggy, and that's not really the case with this game. So right now you'll notice there's a countdown timer. There's a racer in the front here. He's first, here he is, and then there's these three guys behind him. Basically the way that it works is you select a racer like this. You would simply buy an item. When you buy the item, that would ultimately reset the clock to 24 hours. And the items affect your player, or they have positively, or they have negative effects on the other players. You'll see right here, the apple will boost your HP by +20, and so increase the overall speed of your racer. So it makes them faster. The shield power up will temporarily boost for a few action turns the protection of your racer against enemy attack. So if an enemy sends an attack, your racer is going to basically have some defense. Speed power up will temporarily boost for a few actions turns the overall speed of your racer. So it's a kind of a temporary speed boost. Take your chance and win some gold from the treasure before the end of the race. So this is basically a chance for you to win a little bit of the treasure. There's 4 ETH in this. There's just over 4 Ethereum, which is about $900 without doing math, depending on the current Ethereum price. The current Ethereum price is just over $200. So that's between $800 and $900 right now. Banana peels. We'll throw a banana to the first racer. Not very fair, but so fun. Tip: can be avoided with a minimum of 20% shield power up. So if they have the shield, it can be avoided. Call up your friends and set up an ambush. We'll eventually remove hit points to all racers but yours. In other words, it will slow them down. Here's the hit points. So the less hit points they have, the slower they are. The more hit points they have, the faster they are. Notice his hit points. Therefore, you see how fast he is. Earlier, I believe it was yesterday, the skeleton was in the front, which now he's right here in second place. So, and the name of remember, with this timer ticks down to 0, you can see here that there's 21 players that have shares in this skeleton guy here. Oh, here it is. This guy. So there's 21 players with shares here, and then there's 6 players with shares here with this guy. There's 13 players with shares here, and there's 12 with this guy, which is in third. 12 shares here. So at the end of the race, whichever player wins, if this player maintains the front of the race, what's going to happen is 60% of what's in here, so a little over 2 ETH, will end up going to these players proportional to how much they own, meaning how much they've spent helping out their player, essentially. And then part of this is going to go to the developer, part of it's going to go to the other players that have HDX20 tokens, and part of it's going to be used to start the next round, so the next round is not starting with 0. And there's 159 actions, meaning that people have bought 159 items, or they've invested 159 times. And obviously that can go on, that could go up to 1,000, it may go up to 2,000, it could go up to 20,000, 50,000, you never know. Every time someone takes an action, the clock is reset, and every time that they take an action, the items end up costing a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. And so over time, everything just goes up. And eventually it kind of prices people out, and it forces the time to tick out, and so there's going to be a winner, and then there's going to be another race started. This is race number 4, but if I understand correctly, this is technically the first actual real race. The other races were part of kind of testing out the platform and things like that. So this is Etherknight. It's an Etherknight game, and I'll put a link down below. It's etherknight.game.io, but I'll put a link down below. And again, this is a blockchain game that's a part of the HDX20 token ecosystem. There's more games to come, and when they come out, I'll be sure to review those as well. So please be sure to subscribe to this channel, hit that thumbs up icon. If you've got any questions, please let me know. If you've been playing this game, let me know who's your favorite racer. Just put a comment down below. I'd love to read about it, and I may be joining this soon as well. I've just been watching it for now. I'm watching them add a little more detail, add a little more instructions, so I may to the game. So I may be joining us this soon. The guys over at hyperdevbox.com are doing a phenomenal job, I think, with their very first installment for a blockchain game. Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome day.